For the past decade, I've spent my life skipping classes, not doing homework and not talking to girls, because I was watching anime, so I decided to grab my list of 29 shows that I've seen and give you them as recommendations. Accel World, the anime about a fat loser who gets no girls, is introduced to an exclusive game that only a certain few people are allowed to play, League of Legends, except everyone gets their own custom characters and abilities. And from Netflix, we have a cute, angry animal anime girl who works at a standard office job, but then she turns out to be a death metal singer and her social life begins to change when people find out. We call this anime Aggressive Retsuko. What happens when you take a bunch of losers and make them assassins because a big yellow tentacle man wants to teach them lessons? You get Assassination Classroom, an anime that made me cry. Picture this, you get sent to another world with your classmates. You go into a dungeon, but then it turns out one of them betrays you and tries to kill you. You decide to swear revenge, get a vampire lolly as your wife, and a really big gun. That's Arifreta, from Commonplace to World's Strongest. Want to learn how to play guitar, and do you like 2000s anime? Then you'll be a fan of the anime Beck, a story about a high schooler who gets a guitar and joins a band. If you like superheroes and want to see a weak loser go from zero to eventually hero, then check out My Hero Academia, the story about a crybaby who becomes a superhero. This one's for the people looking for something a bit more real and emotional. Follow the story between two high schoolers as they go from friends to a couple to married. A beautiful story that has made me cry 4 times. Okay, what do you get when you take Gundam, Children, Military, and Darling? You get the anime Darling in the Franxx. The anime about how the world has ended and everyone now lives in moving cities that is protected by teenagers who pilot giant robots. Bill Nye the Science Guy of the anime. Follow the grey-haired smartass as he tries to navigate a world that's been sent back to the Stone Age due to a green light freezing the modern world and causing everyone to turn into stone people. Two brothers go on a quest to find the Philosopher's Stone so they can save themselves from the curse and damages they've put on their own bodies. That's Full Metal Alchemist. And this is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the same thing but with a much better ending. If you played an MMORPG but you only spent your time slaying low-level monsters like goblins because you had trauma from them, and that is Goblin Slayer, an anime that is a lot darker than you'd think it would be. You're a loser in high school, girls think you're weird, but you somehow manage to start dating the girl who is famous for being the stud of your school, only to turn out that she isn't. And that's My First Girlfriend is a Gal. John Cena gets transported to another world and decides to open up a pet store. Kimono Michi Rise Up, the anime about a wrestler who gets transported to another world and opens a pet store. You spend your life in a church wanting to be the next pope, only to find out that when you went to the magical school, it turns out your destiny is to become the Demon Lord. A Neko and an elf summon a gamer into his game character where he pretends to be a Demon Lord, and then he has to fist the Neko. I'm talking about how to not summon a Demon Lord. Fisting vampires with sunlight magic. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Part 1. Fisting more vampires with sunlight magic. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Part 2. Fisting the first vampire from Part 1, this time with ghosts. That's Part 3. Fisting a serial killer with a ghost. That's Part 4. Sherlock Holmes the anime. That's all I really need to say about this one. Swimsuits give high school girls superpowers. The nudier you get, the more powerful you become. Kill la Kill. A boy goes on his quest to save his demon sister while using breathing and a sword. Demon Slayer. You and your fellow classmates can't find a club to join, so you make your own, only to find out that your bodies have been swapped and all kinds of supernatural shenanigans have been going on. What will happen with these classmates? Guy licks a girl's spit from her desk and now he has to get her spit daily so he doesn't get sick. Look, it's weird, but it's good. I mean, it's Mysterious Girlfriend X. Let's talk about a classic, Neon Genesis Evangelion. The anime all about giant robots, teenagers, and fighting God. It's deeply layered anime that has side effects such as depression and existential crises. Two angels, one's really slow and the other one really likes sweets. They go around fighting monsters whilst cursing and doing other things your good Christian Minecraft server just won't allow. This anime is panty and stocking. What happens when a goddess summons a guy to a fantasy world so he can save it, only to turn out that he's a really overcautious hero, like way too overcautious. This is the story of Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Giant naked men have come to eat your family, so you have to go to your dad's basement to understand why your body is going through weird changes. Attack on Titan. That's 29 animes I recommend you should watch. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.